Welcome back to Budapest and the Hungaroring, infamous for its tight, narrow corners that force the drivers to constantly be on top form. No doubt, we're in for a great race here today. Located 12 miles northeast of the Hungarian capital Budapest, the 14 corners of the Hungaroring are steeped in history and prestige. Overtaking's always been difficult on this technical 2.7-mile track. The last few years in particular have turned up some exceptional races, so let's hope we're in for another one here today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Hamilton, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Perez, Gasly, Albon, Sargent, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Bottas and Zhou Guanyu. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And a warm welcome, of course, to my co-commentator here today. It's Natalie Pinkham. Why don't we start by talking about Carlos Sainz?
What a quality performance. The big question, though, is how does that translate on race day? Can they hold on to that lead?
And apart from that, keep an eye out for anyone getting a good launch from the midfield. You see it happen from time to time, and it can really throw a spanner into the races of the quicker cars and push them onto a more risky strategy.
Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
The Nürburgring is the only F1 track to have hosted 3 different races: the German Grand Prix, European Grand Prix and Luxembourg Grand Prix. For 2022, the FIA announced that cars would now be rolling on 18-inch wheels, far larger than the 13-inch wheels used prior. These larger tyres were designed to reduce overheating, improve grip and provide more aggressive races.
laps ahead. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. Piastri's behind. They're on fresh softs. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps time. Okay, 17 laps to go now. Front of the pack. That's Sainz behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh softs. And that's 6 laps until your pit window's open. Alright, 16 laps to go. Okay, Sainz is behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 23.2. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 2.2 seconds. Sainz behind you now. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on old softs. You've got 4 laps until your pit window opens. Safety car, safety car. No overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Okay mate, don't worry about the damage. I've got some new strategy options if you go and check your MFD. Strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, George is coming in for his stop. Okay, we're coming up to the safety car now. Do not pass it, you are the leader. Follow them. Leclerc is behind you. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are just one lap old. Time last lap was a 1:54.3. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. You'll be controlling the pace on the restart. Keep it steady until the safety cars reach the pit lane. To your teammate behind is 4.2 seconds. The gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. That's P1. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Leclerc behind. Our gap behind is 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 22.4. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 1.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 9 laps to go. Tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. So we're leading our teammate by 10.0 seconds. 1.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:23.2. That's P1. Leclerc is behind you. We're leading the car behind by 1.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. 4 laps remaining. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to form up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive. Okay, the officials have deployed the safety car due to multiple cars being stopped on track. Mind your delta. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Position, front of the pack. Leclerc behind. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 4 laps remaining. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. You're approaching the safety car. You're leading, so don't pass it. Stay behind the safety car. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, the safety car's coming in this lap. We'll be pacing the field in sector 3. Make sure to respect the delta until the safety car's into the pit lane. Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps. That's P1. Leclerc is behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. Gap to your teammate behind is 4.4 seconds. Okay, gap to the car behind. 1.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 12 laps old. Time last lap was a 1 minute 23.9. Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
It's victory in Budapest then, and what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Oh, what a race. At the end of the day, it is all about raw pace, and our winner had it in spades today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes.